So example 4, list all the properties of the angles, diagonals, and sides of a rectangle. So we've seen a lot of these quadrilateral figures with all these properties, and we've been really focusing on paying attention to the name of the quadrilateral, and that allows us to apply those properties. In this case, if we see the name rectangles, they say something's a rectangle. We want to know what's true about that. And the first thing, as shown in the picture, the opposite sides are congruent, all right? And all 4 angles are right angles. So those are definite requirements in a rectangle. So I'm going to say opposite sides congruent. All angles are right angles. So what else is true about this is the opposite sides are also parallel, right? A rectangle is by definition also a parallelogram, but it has those right angles, where a parallelogram doesn't have to have right angles. So I can say opposite sides are parallel. Okay, the diagonals themselves are going to bisect each other. Recall that simply means that they cut each other in half, which it means if we have this point here, let's call it E to give it a name, that BE is the same length as ED. And I'm going to put AE is the same length as EC. And notice I use 3 marks for those in both cases because another property of the diagonals of a rectangle is the diagonals are congruent. So diagonals are congruent. So the same length and they cut each other in half. These are not angle bisectors. These are not right angles in the middle. Okay, those aren't there, but pretty much that's what you need to know for a rectangle. Opposite sides congruent, 4 right angles, opposite sides parallel. The diagonals are both congruent and bisectors.